is on the side, but they now have the information of where the two players are. He sees two heads. You see the blood go up. Kill feed again. That's a double back-to-back for Ryzo. He takes out his teammate, so the knock player will fall instantly. Stack still eyeballing these windows. His teammate's going to more than likely be the bait here, at least. Try and get some shots off, call them out. But the fire has been returned.
It has, and if they can at least control one of the two angles these players are on, they've got a good chance. Because you can see now Chris on the other side is trying to find one back. But these two are locking it down. They don't necessarily have to move. They're in the new zone, and that's what you want to see, though. Good play coming from Rezu, and Trilix going to be trying to find maybe another angle. They're expecting that reflex to come in from another team. Maybe that teammate went for a flank, but the nade was good. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It does indeed confirm the kill and the knock. That's two going towards their side.
Good work. QBU nails him, knocks his teammate, nade goes in, and he cooked that as well because that didn't bounce.
Yep.
That bugger blew up as it hit the deck. Sponge still at the top because he's not healed yet. Fair play to the lad. Everyone kind of changing up in terms of all the different stats at the moment. Andy Pyro at the top. You kind of expect that 3 kills in the bag for them too. I like this API.
It's quite nice.
It's great, isn't it? Especially moving forward from competitive, what we'll be seeing later on. Being able to see that's an answer back and a half.
Hello, Mithrain. And Wacky Jackie against Andy Pyro. That is a bit of a battle you love to see, but Wacky Jackie didn't do so well at the global finals, and Andy feels the brunt of that, though, so he knows he's against someone who's not going to be going down easy, and he might just see that kill feed and understand what's happening. You get a knock, you push on it, you might as well. You put the other player who's left alive under that predicament of do I revive or do I fight? Now, Wacky Jackie surely saw that, so he knows there's a fight. What are you doing? Wacky Jackie doubted himself for a second, and Andy's going to show him how the real pros do it.
Wow. So he goes in for the flush, and he says, no, not today, my friend. Knocks him now. He'll be calling this one out, so he needs to be careful at the flank here. Wacky, he can't really save him. He has to say, you've got to go now before he gets that player up.
Yep.
I'd love to go back to that POV to see if we can see how this one unfolds, to be honest. I know Marley does have 2 players in front. If not, we'll have to keep an eye on the kill feed. And Andy's down and gone. Flowey did come in for the flush, sees him through. One-on-one battle, Nade King. Teammates down. That's Sponge on the left-hand side. But can he take out Mr.? Mr's actually going to fall back from this one. I like the aggression. I like that he's at least staying up. Sponge at the top of the leaderboard.
It's a risky revive here.
Is that a nade? I hear
the timing on this is the problem.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh,
bye-bye.
no.
That's
sending it back to Australia.
Surely that rolls.
Oh, this could be awful. He's back up, but they are getting flanked. This should be Creo there getting the job done. They should be confirmed, and it is. Not only the knock, but the kill to follow, and he did well for a little while. You know?
I mean, he hasn't healed, so somebody in theory to beat... No.
They did all right. We're proud of him. All right, we're very proud. But now we can get down to the real deal here. Mithrain's another player who I know people will be looking at and expecting big things from. He's a very talented player. Already got a bit of a drop weapon in hand too. That 4 times could do very nicely. But he's being baited here. You can see the attention being made from the player down below and the slow push from Guess Who. This is a really nice play, but Guess Who gets found out. Mithrain guessed correctly, finds him, and now you're going to see Hacky in a bit of a bad spot here.
Flying onto Maverick in the kill feed. There's a Kar 98.
Oh, Mithrain.
And all of a sudden, you just see the wipeout. That means that both players have been eliminated by the same team and not separated back-to-back. Ryo's in the kill feed again. Seen his name crop up a few times. Frenchie out in the blue. Easily mows him down. The M4 spray control, GG. I mean, to be fair, you'll see quite a lot of bodies going down super easy because they're all, wearing level 1s, fair play. But still, catches the player, knocks him out, GG. WTCN as well. Back on it now, it's the QBZ again. The Sanhok only weapons providing quite a lot of damage here so far.
Yeah, the one thing I'd be looking at is you want guns with high rates of fire, essentially, at this point. SMGs could be huge. If you can take a Vector with the extended and everything else late game, you're looking at a whole lot of damage because they simply do not have the armor to get away from it. Head armor could be an issue, but again, it's still a huge aspect that we could see down the line. For now, though, everyone's going to go to what they know.
I think everyone just goes for radio, saying
it's like a 2-tap.
Look at the drill, just hits the deck, line him up, knock him down.
Oh, she's a pretty gun, isn't she, the AK?
In a bit, boys, in a bit. It's my favourite gun, to be honest with you. As long as you get the compensator on it, just at least kind of somehow control that level of kick. QBU, 6 times. Ghostar, can he do this? Are we going to follow the nade through? We are. Beautiful observation, team. Little bit too far. The alarm bells and dinner bells, they'll be ringing now. They have to move from this. The 2 players are going to be pushed on the right-hand side as they move left, so they might not engage just yet. They're going either side. They think they've moved. You know what? If they push up here, they'll get the opposing flank on unless they somehow found the information. Hamel literally clinging on with dear life. This circle just keeps going south. Look at how many people down in Bando in the water, out the window. Unfortunately, the water will provide no shelter.
No, it really doesn't. But they're being folded on by a lot of teams, and being in that central position, especially with water at your back, there's going to be a lot of people and teams heading that way. So this map does tend to lean towards people liking to play edge, but this is big from Ponyhoff. He's got the sights on 2 players, spraying in on 1. It wasn't even a real spray, that was just good control, but that's the spray you want to be seeing, and the confirmed kill from up the hill. Ponyhoff and his teammates doing quite nicely, 2 kills, but now fire comes in from afar, the third partying, and we saw Terrorizer earlier.
Taking down WTCN as well. It's knocking out a big player from the game.
It is.
You know?
It really is. But this is the thing on this map. Simply because it is so hectic, you could argue it's not necessarily always as quote-unquote skilled because it's very hard to define those parameters. If you're a bit of a aggressive player, you just like to take fights, you'll succeed here. But we'll see if Ryozin can maybe slow this roll down. Ponyhoff's starting to feel a bit of a hot hand here, and he does indeed do exactly that.
Ryozin knocking people down left, right, and center. I mean, credit to him. He's got no health. His teammates just crawling around the side here. Who's going to see each other first? He catches him. Ryozin, you monster.
6 kills as well. He's having a bit of a tear here. Playing a good game going forward. So I'm wondering what to expect from him. He's hunting down more players as well. He's like patrolling the outskirts here. He's going to probably play with the blue. He's on the slow enough side of it. He's not in any pressure. Terrorizer playing slowly, playing for placement, maybe looking for a late game sort of turnaround. Tweeday still with that Car 98 could be turning this event, but from up above, that's a problem. High ground works well in this.
7.62 is just going to wreck this, isn't it? Just
Yep.
because of the level 1. 7.62, any gun, AKM up close and personal, you drill it, you catch him in the head just like that. Wiped out. Mark B runs in. He'll probably claim some
That's
meds here.
Isaac.
It's nice to see. It's a little bit different, obviously, with all these different things in play. Fair play. You know, we can't just bang on about like the best play in the world. But still, it's fun. This is what we're here to do, raising money for charity at the end of the day. Simple as that. Tweeday, M4, 4-time scope, tap, tap, tap. You can see the blood in the back, so 2 players. Teammate behind him as well. Slayer's going to have to run out into open water. But the Shacks are already there.
Oh no, the delivery. You hate to see that, but I am wondering if... Oh, nice work from Tweeday here. This is good. Now, who's leading in the Ninja Challenge, Rich? Because that's the important factor.
Galax is at the top at the moment. You'll see the Knight has moved down for the first blood. Pago 3. That's going to be the highest number of kills so far with 6. I believe that was Ryozin in himself as a low-man band, one-man army. Trilux, 92.3 with the grenade damage. Didn't quite catch the bottom one.
That was MYM player with the longest range kill.
So that's with Wacky Jackie there, in theory.
I think so.
Okay, okay.
Oh, Ryozin could have another potential victim here. Terrorizer's working on that angle, but he's watching towards that. But, uh-oh.
He's hunting, isn't he?
He's a hungry boy. That looked on, but maybe a little bit too quick to shoot on that. And Terrorizer, he's pushing this. Good choices being made. Switching it up a little bit. This is smart. I like that from him.
He'll hold him for now.
But Ryozin, can he reply? Terrorizer! He takes down one of the biggest killers thus far. Just slays the Slayer, and off he goes. The man's, he's an entertainer and a half. If you've ever seen his content, he's a funny man. But so far, he's showing that he's got a bit of power to him, too.
Bit of tap fire as well on the go. Didn't just hold it down and spray willy-nilly and bullets flying all over the place. At least held control of it. Quick triple tap. Twice back-to-back. Fields him off. Seals the deal, as you say. MVP main Slayer down now. Mark B still just getting outside the blue. Hoffy here. QBU, 6 times on the top. Just looking for people coming out of the wilderness. The circle has shifted just to the left of the camp, so they do have to come out of here. So if anyone's kind of waiting on the winds on the side of the hill, they could be in trouble.
With Ryozin down, that actually allows room for other teams to get back in because his teammate was dead earlier. So there could be another player coming in. And this is what I was talking about with the SMGs. Late game, once that circle pushes them in, these things are going to tear people apart simply because the fire rate and the damage done over time. I'm pretty sure the Vector's still the highest in theory, unless you kind of look at crate weapons. But so he's running the ghillie. That was even discussed as well. That level... Wait, do you get level 3 armor out of this as well?
Can observers give us a quick spin
Can we just confirm? I don't know if they do or not. That could be completely turned off.
Third-person switch on him just to see. Because if he does, that's a good point.
Yeah, but he could be found here. These guys are pushing this one, and he's in a bit of a horrible spot. He's got the blue on his back as well, so I don't know how much he can get out of this one. He's on a bit of a run here, but So's the other team. So how long do they want to stick around in this? Is it worth it? Do they have to work towards him or not? And that might be the case now.
And he can just drift away with that. Ghillie Suit was speaking about the spray earlier on. Mithrain causing pain, taking names. Happy days for him. Cryo outside of the blue. It does move a little bit slower. He's in trouble and he's down and dead.
Goodbye, sweet Ghillie man. Now, Galaxies was winning one of the categories. I'm not sure what it was, but with 6 kills, he could potentially overtake now if they get Mithrain down. But Mithrain does not fall to just any man. He's still alive and kicking. Swings on the next fight. Can he get it? He does indeed. Mithrain is tearing people apart. 6 kills for himself as well. Big play from him. He has been lighting up this kill feed from the very start. So not surprising. Mithrain is a very talented player, but he is really playing a very, very competitive game. But we know the Slayers around Terrorizer, living up to that name, already taking down the previous king of the kills, so maybe there could be another to fall.
Spike on the backside, Mr. Tweedy and Co. Pity. 2-on-2 here for that engagement, and all on the backside. 1, 2, 3 individual players outside the zone that need to move in. Spike is the only compound here inside the last circle.
Now, any other map you'd look at, including Miramar, and you'd be like, well, they're done for. But actually, terrain in this map works, especially the way the kind of hills in this have those little dips and deflates so you can work in and deny line of sight. You can see the Tweedy can't really see this too clearly. There's a lot of movement in between that. But Mithrain and Terrorizer might potentially clash here because that blue is going to move them forward.
You have to remember as well, the blue acts differently
timing
on Sanark. It will push them together, but you can outrun it. Oh, they're actually going to meet up. Does Terrorize see him as he just surely has the info?
Terrorize is playing perfectly to the timing on the circle, and Mithrain has no idea.
I like how he's watching his back, though.
He has no idea of this, but you just don't expect it. And he does line it up. Oh, the tagging of the... Oh! Mithrain, what was that? How are you alive? But now he needs to go. Look at that HP. He is boosted, so he can take a second. But that was filthy. That was just like a backhand to the face.
Talk about getting turned on stream.
Eesh.
Oh, he just got embarrassed. Good lord, and with that kill, it puts him in the lead now for the kills. Tweedy sees one on the back, Mithrain.
He's still taking them
down. Was he wearing level 3 then?
That has to be. That has to be level 3.
Out of the crate, it was.
There's no way you stay alive that long. Like Terrorizer looked like he had him, let alone the damage that Tweedy did.